The Virginia Peninsula Foodbank was established to serve those who are in need of emergency food assistance across the greater Virginia Peninsula. Altogether, we've actually served over 127 million meals. The Virginia Peninsula Foodbank is a member of Feeding America, the network of food banks around the country. We're also a member of the Federation of Virginia Food Banks. Our job is to get the food into the food bank so that the partner agencies can come here and shop. You can see on our shopping floor that we have it color-coded based on the USDA My Plate guidelines, and we want them to pick up the more nutritious items first. Some of our major food donors include Walmart and Sam's Club, Food Lion supermarkets, Farm Fresh supermarkets, Smithfield Foods, and just about any grocer all across the Virginia Peninsula. We have 5 trucks that go out picking up those donations from the back of those grocery stores and retailers every day and bringing it back here so that our partner agencies can shop from those donations. These are the people who come to the food bank, pick up the food that they need, and take it back to their neighborhoods. And this way, the people who are in need of emergency food assistance don't have to come all the way down to Hampton in order to get their food. They know that they can go to the church down the corner when they need help and get that food. We do offer emergency food assistance here at the food bank to individuals every day, Monday through Friday, from 1:30 to 3. However, we do prefer that the individuals go to the food pantries that have gotten access to food through the food bank. Everything on our shopping floor, with the exception of produce, is donated product. To counteract some of the non-nutritious items, we make sure that we provide a lot of produce and a lot of meat. In the sorting room, you'll find any item that has come through our doors that has been donated to us. Our volunteers are looking for several things. All those items has to be looked at from a food safety standpoint. They're looking to make sure that the items have a label for allergy purposes. It can't be opened, it can't be homemade, it can be slightly dented, but the seam can't be compromised. Also, the real important item that they're looking at are those dates that you find on the donated product. We use the USDA guidelines for looking at the expiration dates and the sell-by and best-by dates. One of the other major programs is our USDA food distribution program. This is food that we receive courtesy of the Farm Bill, or TFAP, which is the Emergency Food Assistance Program. We get 1.2 million pounds of food, and this program gives us high quality food that goes out once a month to individuals who qualify. We use this food also to supply part of our mobile pantry program, and we pack the food through the help of volunteers. The food gets put on a truck, and we go into neighborhoods that don't have access to nutritious products.
A mobile food pantry takes place once a month. We have about 23 of them throughout the peninsula. We're able to put more fresh fruits and vegetables on the families' tables because we pull up in our great big box trucks and deliver potatoes, collard greens. That's the stuff that families really look forward to getting, is the fresh fruits and vegetables and some frozen protein. This is food that they can't normally get at their local emergency food pantry.
You can float around and...
Yep, I'm going to be a floater. I'm going to help you guys break through stuff, get stuff replenished. I'm going to answer questions. Just let me know what I can do.
The volunteers are seriously the heartbeat of this. All the people that you see handing out food, pushing carts around in circles, they unloaded thousands of pounds of food. They all come take time off from their jobs and they come here to help all of these families who are in need put food on their table. They're from churches, they're from military, they're from local universities. The food bank doesn't have enough staff to make it happen, so we're really grateful.
I learned about the mobile food pantry through a faith-based partnership. And from the school perspective, what makes it such a great resource is, when we have a child that comes into the schools and is hungry and is uncomfortable, they can't focus on schoolwork. And so through this program, we can offer families the ability to get fed on a monthly basis, or at least get groceries every month. And it's been a tremendous resource. I know one mom came to me, they had a fire in their house, lost everything, they had nothing. I got her name, I said, yeah, come down, meet me there. She came down, she got groceries. She had enough groceries that were probably gonna last her for 2 weeks. And she broke down and started crying, just said, I wanna thank you so much You don't know what this means to my family.
The mobile food pantry program is really exciting for us. We've only been in it for about a year. We know we have a lot of places to go and grow with it. I'd love to give props to Bank of America because they gave us an awesome grant last year that allowed us to buy the truck. It helps us purchase additional produce to give to the families. All of those collaborations are really making a huge difference in the community, and the food bank is so grateful for all of that.
Each year, Bank of America has a program called the Neighborhood Builder Award. I remember very clearly reading the application submitted by the Peninsula Foodbank, and they talked about the issue of food insecurity here on the peninsula. And they proposed purchasing or using part of the funding to purchase a mobile food pantry. And through the delivery of food, the food bank is going to be doing a great service for the individuals of the entire Virginia Peninsula.
A child in your own neighborhood may not have dinner to go home to tonight.
There you are. Come on in. It's time for dinner.
$1 donated to the Virginia Peninsula Foodbank provides 4 meals to families like this. Donate today at hrfoodbank.org.
The Virginia Peninsula Foodbank operates a culinary training program. This is a program that teaches job skills as well as life skills to economically disadvantaged individuals in the community. They have an opportunity to learn the culinary skills in the morning while they're preparing the meals for our Kids Cafe program.
The Kids Cafe program is a national program sponsored by Feeding America. We provide nutritious, well-balanced after-school meals to children at risk of hunger. We actually utilize the USDA My Plate as the model for governing our menus. We're able to prepare the various meals throughout our Kids Cafe program with the assistance of our new culinary training program, which is a program created for disadvantaged at-risk adults. 93% of our students secure employment within 30 days.
The students learn a wider range of skills, from knife skills, soup making, sauce making, plate presentation, a little bit of front of the house setup. We do ice cream, sorbets, a little bit of meat fabrication. They're basically getting a culinary education for free. We serve meals such as chicken tenders, pasta bake. Our current class has prepared over 30,000 meals for the children of the community. This is a very rewarding career, feeding children of the community.
The training is based on the Army ROTC guidelines, and it's very disciplined. So although we may start with 10 to 12 individuals in the beginning of the program, it takes just a few good candidates to actually make it all the way through the 12 weeks.
And so she left me a message, and it went something like this: Miss Linder, I am on my way. And I'm thinking, good. And I'm walking across the James River Bridge. And I thought, the James River Bridge? And I waited for my ride, and my ride didn't show up. So I started out walking. It just goes without saying, when you have that tenacity to persevere, there is no obstacle that she can face that she cannot overcome.
One of the programs that we concentrate a good portion of our fundraising on is our backpack program. It started back in 2004 when school nurses and counselors noticed that children were really excited to come into school on Monday mornings, and they thought that wasn't very typical. What they soon discovered was these children were not getting fed over the weekend. The majority of the food is purchased product, which is why we do the fundraising. The bags that go out are packed each week by volunteers, and some also help us deliver them.
All right, the next 100 are going to Forest Elementary and Andrews Elementary.
Well, I was asked some years ago to take a tour of the food bank, and I saw the work that they were doing. They were making backpacks and lunches for the kids, and they were doing it with such care. And when someone explained to me that in many cases this is the only meal that these children will get during the day, I knew then that this was an organization that I wanted to be involved with.
The products that we make sure go into every backpack are a couple of proteins, a pasta meal and a canned meat. We make sure that there's a couple of vegetables and some fruit. And then we supplement with donated products. Sometimes it's fruit juices, sometimes it's puddings, sometimes it's other type of snacks.
Currently, we are distributing 1,500 backpacks to 28 different elementary schools all across the greater Virginia Peninsula.
This organization is probably one of the best run nonprofit organizations in our community, serving an identifiable need, and you can see the tangible results of the time, the efforts, the donations, and the care that goes into what they're performing for this community at large.
Anybody out in the community who would like to make a donation may do so through our website, which is hrfoodbank.org. They could walk into our facility at 2401 Aluminum Avenue in Hampton. We're right off of Interstate 664. You can mail your donation in the same way, and all donations are appreciated, whether it's food or money. It stretches a long way when you donate to the food bank, and it makes a big difference in thousands of individuals' lives. Last year, we served 152,000 individuals who might not otherwise have had access to food on a given day of the week.